Hello, it's Angel DFC. Welcome back to our new Let's Play series. As you might be able to tell from a few things around me, this world's looking a little bit different to the basic look that you get from Minecraft. That's because we've created our own mod pack, put together from a few mods that the community have put out. So if you want to check this out, then stay with me and we're going to look into how I've put this mod pack together. Be right back. So what we're going to want to do is create our own mod pack so that we can create the Let's Play and get into it. So what we're going to want to do is go to the website multimc.org, which if you run a Google search for multimc, it'll come up there. And on the website you click download and install on the left, and then when you click this button it'll download a zip file for you, and you can use the online documentation here to set that up for yourself. But I've already got the program installed on my machine, so we're just going to open it up there, and you need to add an instance. We're going to create this on a 1.16.1, so let's just name this 1.16.1 mod pack, and when we click OK there, we can then edit the instance, and we're going to want to install Forge so that we can use this for mod packs. And usually what you would want to do is install whichever version is starred, but because 1.16 is still in beta, they don't have starred versions now, so we're just going to click install on that. Need to just come down to our settings and make sure that Java is installed properly and working, and then we can come here and allocate some memory. So what we're going to do is give it 2 gigs minimum and 4 gigs maximum, so that should be enough for us to use it for the mods that we're going to be using, at least in the early stages. If we need to come back and tweak this, we can always do that later. And then when we come up to here, we can use this add button to install a bunch of mods. But what we're going to want to do first is get those mods. So what you want to do is go to the website curseforge.com, and when you click on the Minecraft game, you can click on mods, and because we've installed 1.16.1, what we're going to want to do is look for mods just for 1.16.1, so we can filter by version there. And then when that's done, it's currently organized by popularity, so JEI is up there first, Mouse Tweaks, Craft Tweakers there. If you want to have a look through here and pick any that you want to install and have a playthrough yourself, then by all means do that. I have already picked out some of my mods that I want to be using for this series here, so feel free, if you want, to just have a look through this, pause the video if you need to get a list of those there. But what we're going to do is go back to our multi-MC instance here and click add, and we need to go to the folder that I've got there. So that's just wherever you're going to put it. It was obviously going to be slightly different to where I've got it here, but we want to click all of these, but we actually don't want to have BYG because we're going to be using Biomes of Plenty. And I'm going to take off Dark Utilities because the game was crashing out when I had that running. If anyone knows why, then feel free to comment and I can hopefully get that added. But for now, we're just going to use these and click open, and it will then add all of them here. So then what we can do is close that, and if we double click, that will load Minecraft in 1.16.1, but with all those mods installed through Forge. When this is all completed, I'll be right back. So this is the fresh instance of Minecraft running on the machine. Whenever you start with a fresh instance, you need to remember to go in and change a few things. So one thing we want to do is obviously make it full screen so that we can see the game a lot clearer, make full use of that screen we got there. And we're also going to want to go into controls and turn off auto jump, because I don't know about you, but I find that really annoying. And then we probably actually want to turn view bobbing off, And that should be the start of making this how we want it. From there we want to go into single player and just create a new world, so we can call this Angel DFC plays modded Let's Play. So this is the world that's generated, and as you can see there are a few things in here that are from mods. We're obviously going to be looking into all those as we progress through the Let's Play. It looks like we're in a biome of plenty biome here, so they are oak leaves, but if we just press F3 there, we can see that we are in a shrubland. So this seems to be where we start out. So I think one thing for us to do might be to see if we can make a base. So I do like to, in the early stages of the game, make a dirt base just built into the wall. It helps us use a lot less materials, and we can basically get ourselves started a lot quicker than we would do if we were doing it anywhere else. So let's just see if we can dig into this wall and make use of any of this. Just demolish that bush, and what we can do is grow an oak sapling from the bush that we just knocked down. That's going to help us get some wood to cut into this wall. So one of the mods that I have installed is just a quality of life mod. They're just for making things a little bit easier in Minecraft while you're playing, but it's the trees growing mod, which you basically just need to tap shift and it kind of gives trees a bone meal effect. So there you go, it's pushed me under the ground because we're in 1.16, so if we just do that, we come up to a standing position, we can then just knock down this tree. That should give us plenty of wood to just set up a basic little starting house here. So the first thing we want to do is make a crafting table. We can just stick that outside temporarily while we're building this up. And we want to let's just turn it all actually into wood, because we're going to need to use all of that during the setup of this. So we've now got this, we can just dig into this wall here. So I'll be right back when that's done. So we've actually got some applied energistics ore generated in here. That's the quartz ore. So we might want to leave that until we've got some stone tools, which we can create now. So there we go. Just mine this up. And there you go, our first piece of Certus quartz ore. So this is how I like to do my starter bases. I think we're just going to need to quickly build a door just to protect ourselves for the night. And in the last remaining hours, or minutes even now I think, we might need to see if we can look for any sheep. So we're just going to try and use these to get ourselves a bed for the night. So just quickly. There we go. And then I think we actually need a little bit more wood to make the bed. Let's just get this quickly and we can do the rest of it in the morning. There you go, sleeping on the first night. Bring this inside now. I always manage to get the giant trees in the early stages. I suppose I won't really have to worry about making too many trees at this rate. So one thing that we want to be looking at in this series is the kinds of things that mods can bring to Minecraft. Minecraft's already a really in-depth game, but there are some mods out there that can really elevate it to something special. So the mods that I've picked out, I'm going to try and go through them when we can. Maybe like try and highlight a mod in each of the episodes. But obviously if there are any mods that you guys think that need to be added to the pack, or that we can just check out on their own if they're worth it, then let me know in the comments, and I'll be happy to take those on board. So another quality of life mod that we've got installed is one called Light Overlay. And what you can basically do with it is, if you press F7 on the keyboard, it brings up an overlay on the floor that you can see these different coloured X's. And what they're doing is letting me know where it's possible for monsters to spawn. So if we light this up, it takes those away. If we just show you on the back wall there, it's now light enough over there, but over here it's not going to be quite getting enough light. So if you just add that one there, then you know that your bedroom basically is safe. So as you can see over here, it's just got X's on the floor where if it were nighttime right now, monsters would be able to spawn. So we've got our basic starter base going now. There's probably a few things that we want to try and do. Let's just get a chest so that we can keep some things together here nice and neatly, and clear out our inventory of anything that we don't necessarily need on us right away. But what we might want to try and do is take a look at a few of the things that we've got installed. So if you can see in the top left corner, we've got the mini map installed there, and that basically just shows us a little map in the top corner as we're walking around exploring and all sorts of other things, to kind of help us not miss things and just keep an eye on where we are in the world. And if you press M, then we've also got the world map installed here. Now these two maps are separate mods. They're both by X-Aero. I think that's how it's said. So if you want to look for X-Aero's minimap and X-Aero's world map, I can leave a link in the description to those two mods. Another one of the more standard mods that we've got installed is JEI, which stands for Just Enough Items, and it basically gives you a page by page list of all the items that we've got in the game, including any of the modded ones. And you can search for things like iron ingot, so that you can just bring that up there, and if you click on it you can see recipes that make iron ingots there. And another thing that you can do with JEI is, if you search for, like, say Britannia, you can search by mod for any items with the Britannia tag. So the reason I'm wanting to do a mod pack in 1.16.1 is basically because I want to try and play a little bit more of the newer content. I haven't really got to play much of the newer stuff because I've been playing a lot of modded, which tends to be in the sort of 1.12 or 1.10.2 kind of age, and I just wanted to basically put together a mod pack that is going to add a few more layers to the 1.16 experience for me, but kind of give me that chance to check out the 1.16 stuff at the same time. I tried to do it in 1.16.2, which is the most recent release of Minecraft, but some of the mods haven't quite come out for it yet. Certainly some, like Britannia, hasn't, which would just mean that I'm missing out on all that stuff that I wanted to kind of have in the mod pack to keep it interesting for both me and you guys as well. If you also wanted to give me any tips and stuff on anything in any of the mod packs, then by all means leave a comment. Don't forget to like and subscribe as well, because there's still a lot that I can learn from some of these mods that I've installed as well. And like I said, if there are any mods that you guys would like me to install, then I'd be happy to check those out as well. So I wanted to just get those wool to just show another mod that we've got installed. We can use 3 wool blocks to make a sleeping bag. You can get them in all 16 colours, just like the colours of wool. And what that's going to allow us to do is sleep while we're out and about, so we can go adventuring, and when it gets dark we can basically just use one of those to sleep anywhere on the go, and basically hopefully carry on adventuring so we can get a lot more done while we're out. But the thing with the white sleeping bag in comforts is that it does have a chance to break, but the way that they make up for that is that you can actually stack them. So that's why they're better than beds to take with you, because you can just get a bunch of them. They're a lot cheaper to build, and rather than forgetting one and leaving it there or having to find some space for a bed every time, you can just use one of those, sleep through the night. It doesn't change your spawn point, so if you do die you can end up back at home, and it basically just allows you to get some exploring done a lot quicker. So hopefully we can get a few of those and showcase that a little bit in the next few episodes. I think we can leave it there for the day. So if you enjoyed the episode, don't forget to give it a like and subscribe to the channel if you want to see more episodes in the series. But I think what we might be doing in the next few episodes is basically just showcasing some of the mods that we've got, and taking a look into the kinds of things that they can bring to Minecraft in the modded world. So thanks very much, and I'll see you next time.